This poem I wrote for Arlene Gottfried. Arlene Gottfried is a woman who's documented what's gone on here in the Lower East Side for, I'd say, the past 20 years. She was a really good friend of Miguel Piñero's, and she's been a good friend to me. And she's currently having a show which she entitles Bacalaitos y Fireworks. You are the keeper of treasures I left behind. I thought to be rid of the burden of my wealth, the past. I live now in the present, on those same streets that kept watch with my red spiked heels on the stoop, waiting for the eye of midnight to cut the darkness, knowing all the while that death is just a shot away. The candle heat that liquefies the time I shoot in my veins. You hold my time. You and the street in front of Iglesia de Dio de Siete Dia. Jump up in Spanish is still jump up. I was a young bride of 10 in my crinoline and layers of white tulle swinging around my hips, past the junkies roasting a pig on the sidewalk, past the rats scurrying from the song of my white patent innocence. I paraded with an army of black virgins my own age. At my first communion, I drank the blood of God, not knowing the world was round, bigger than the picture on my grandmother's TV. I would go to my grandmother on Sundays, after drinking the blood of God, sit on her plastic slip-covered living room chairs, making valentines for a drum beater, the young conguero who understood the melody of rhythm. His real name I never knew until I saw it printed on the ribbons that tied up his funeral flowers. There were red ribbons and white flowers at his funeral. And he kept all those colors. The dead man in his casket, not even looking like himself, you remind me. To run from grief, I filled my belly with seed, let myself become swollen till I burst from my bride's dress. I could not confess my anger. I stood for hours leaning against light posts, waiting for lights to go on over my head. And to run from my shadow, I threw on my red blouse, the one with the cuchifrito ruffles around the shoulders. You kept that blouse too, the gaudy red of it unfaded in your closet of treasures and intimate hallucinations of me jumping to stain the sky with my breath.